Hello everyone and welcome back to the Unemployment Journey, where we will be travelling across Europe's major leagues and trying to win as many trophies as possible. And following that 2-1 win over Vitoria, we looked good. It was the sort of bounce back that we needed, in the league really. We got a 1-0 win over Hanover. Mustafi got the goal. Ascasibar injured and he's been out for the last few games, and that's been a big loss to us, but it's given Kamyid some time to actually get some game time and actually develop. So that's at least a positive in there. Then 3-1 over Mines. So Gawiri got 2, and then Sabitzer securing the victory in the 94th. Obviously, with them getting a man sent off, really helped us as well. But then a 1-1 draw against Sporting at home. Obviously, they've got the away goal, but you can see there Cucurella injured, and he's going to be out for the rest of the season. Rebic picked up a minor injury as well. And these injuries are really starting to pile up for us. And you can see there, Wolfsburg beat us 2-0. And if we look at the Bundesliga table, we, with 2 games left, are 3 points behind Hertha Berlin, 6 points behind Cologne. We play Cologne on the last game of the season, so we've got to hope that they lose against Mainz. Hertha Berlin lose their game against Dortmund, and we've got Schalke coming up, and so have Hertha Berlin. But then we also need to make sure that Hertha Berlin don't beat Leverkusen either, who have won the league. But you can see there, we need them to lose, and we need a big win over Cologne for the goal difference as well. So I don't think Champions League football is going to happen. I think next season as well, you're going to see Leipzig bounce back from their atrocious season. So this really was the big chance for us to actually try and get into that spot there. But at the same time, we didn't seem ready. You can see on this little injury table on the right here, we've got the joint most injuries in the league. And if we look at the team that we've got for the second leg against Vitoria, you can see, Sabitzer doesn't play. Torre's been out for a couple of weeks. Cucurella's out for the season. Ascasibar's still out. And these are 3 big players that have played quite a lot of football, that have played really, really well for us. So it's a massive loss to lose them. But this is the team that we're going to be going with in the second leg. Trapping goal, Da Costa, Mustafi, Benkovic and Ramon. Kamyid and Sal, with Sabitzer, Kuba and Zivkovic, and then Gawiri up front as well. One thing I have noticed, and one thing that I'm actually going to do, is swap these 2 around, because I have a theory that this might get them to play better, because I looked here and Kamyid prefers to play on the left in 2-man pairing, and Sal prefers to be on the right. So if I can put them in their more natural sides, then hopefully that might balance the team out a little bit more. But with both of our main fullbacks out, we've really felt that in a lot of these games. And Sporting are a decent side, and we haven't got fully fit backups really for them. So we need to try and pick up from here. We need to bounce back from that 2-0 defeat. We need to, I'd like to get to the final, as Ramos lost that there to Pereira, and Benkovic does save him. But it would be nice to get to the final. It would be nice, obviously, to qualify for the Champions League, but I don't think we're ready to qualify for the Champions League yet. If you look at this team, it's good, but it's not a Champions League level team, as we're not looking too comfortable out there. As Kamyid and Benkovic really got in each other's way. As Pereira's gone, and it's a good save by Kevin Trapp. And I think maybe one more season we'll be able to develop the team a little bit more and round it. But we're relying on a couple of loans. You know, you've got the likes of Kubo in, Ramon, Cucurella. So a little bit more in terms of depth, and that should be us sorted. There's a few youngsters coming through, a couple of 16, 17, 18-year-olds who do look relatively decent, but there's some age restrictions in Germany where I don't think, if they're 16 at the start of the season, I don't think they're allowed to play at all in the season. And we've got a couple of players who, now that have turned sort of like 17 and 18, will be able to play. And that sort of boosts the depth of the squad a little bit more, so we can actually start to rotate properly. But we've got, and Sao is just not. There's Luis Fernando, that's tipped over, and Sporting are really starting to counter us, which isn't good. Obviously they've got the away goal, so we need to score in this game. There's Ramon with the tackle there. And let's just give him a shout to get a little bit creative. It usually gives him a little boost, but they've got a free kick here. It's Luis Fernando hits the post from that, which is a great free kick there. And there's a free kick given away by us. And yeah, Sporting are coming for this, which is why I really wanted to get the result in the first leg, just so that we can sort of shut the door a little bit. And what I will do is I'll change them to their preferred roles in here, deep line playmaker and Mazzala, just to sort of get that bit of balance in there. But we're not creating anything in this game so far, nothing really that we've done here, so, and it's frustrating because I think we've got great players in here. Zivkovic has done really well. Guiri's been fantastic for us. Obviously he's getting some interest now, and I don't really want to sell him, but at the same time, obviously we got him. They've scored. Luis Fernando with the goal, and we're going to need to score to take this into extra time at least. As Wendell puts the ball over, Da Costa's not the best header out, but Camier should be doing better there, and just place that into the bottom corner. I'm going to go into half time, probably a goal down, unless we can do something before that, or hopefully they will clear that out. But Wendell's on it. Now Ivanildo, Christian Borja on the left, and they've won a corner, and it's probably going to be the last chance of the half. And you can see from the stats they've completely dominated us. So let's clear that out, but it's only as far as Luis Fernando, Pereira. No, they were offside there. But that's half time. And expect a better showing from them. Zivkovic hasn't played well at all. I might stick Rebic on now. And that's where it gets a little bit frustrating sometimes, because we do have some good players in the squad, but they're just not, for some reason, they're so inconsistent. As Kubo clears that, but they're going to come at us once more. Pereira on the ball. Now Fernando. And they've got a corner. They need to do something here. Trap's got the ball. You can see here they've been pretty far forwards. And what I will do is, if we start to attack down the wings, we'll go a little bit more direct, higher tempo, really wide, and we'll keep it like that for now. Guiri's header hits the bar. I'm hoping just to sort of counter attack a little bit more. Just demand some more out of him. But Camille's not playing too well. As I've got the ball once more. Borja, now Acuna. And it'll be the worst thing if they can score here, but great ball out from Mustafi there. Now Rebic on it. He's got Guiri arriving in the centre. He's got it. Could have got that on target. But that's what we need to do a bit more. Just really get down the flanks. Let them come at us a little bit, I guess. And then just attack them down the flanks. They're a good team, this. So, I think that's us out of the tournament then. Great goal from Battaglia. And we've been torn apart piece by piece. Let's go attacking here. We're going to need to do something. But I think, injuries have really impacted us. Losing the Scassi as well. Bigger loss than I thought it was going to be. And I think, as good as this squad is, we've got players like Benkovic, Vallejo, who obviously has faded out of the team once Mustafi sort of got fit, but it's Costa, and we scored one, so one more is going to give us the win on away goals, and we've still got half an hour here. So what I'm going to do is we'll take Kubo off for player, and Camille on for Cavar, and we'll have two deep lying supporters. Player can join in Guiri up front. Cavar prefers to be central. Prefers to be on the left, so we'll do it that way. So advance forward and a poacher. And we'll see how that does. Ramon with the throw. Sal on the ball now. Out to Sabitzer. Into Guiri. Sabitzer on the ball once more. And that's wide. We're getting into this and it's time to get creative. I feel like we're growing into this game a lot more now. We've got a little 4-2-4 going on. So I'm hoping that we can sort of really push them back in numbers now. It's Costa. A bit of a risky tackle that, but Trapp saved it. Now Acuna put it in. And just when I thought that we were starting to get into this game. Alright, we'll see that. Acuna puts it in, Doumbia with the header, and Trapp just can't get a fingertip to it. And they've doubled their lead again. So we need 2 more goals. I should have just kept it as it is. As if we can get something back soon, potentially we can nick something at the end of the game, but we're going to need a goal back very, very soon. Benkovic plays it back to Trapp. Now Mustafi. Not the best ball. Pereira gets that. Plata now. Fernando. Yeah, that's it. This is not what I wanted it to be. The board wanted us to get the minimum to the semi-finals at minimum. Obviously, I think we were unlucky to get a Sporting side, when the likes of Slavia Prague and Rio Ave were available. But we've been torn apart. And given how well we played in the first leg, obviously that wasn't shown, but we held ourselves to a good account. As we can't get the goal. Yeah, we played well in the first leg. Pretty even game. But this isn't good. This just isn't good. To cross into Sal. Ball in, player, now Rebic. And if we can get 2 more in the next few minutes, fine. But what I'll do, just move these guys forwards. Move him to Mazzala. Him to an advance. Which we'll do box to box. Don't get too exposed. And we've got a few minutes. Let's see what we can do. Benkovic clears. Now Plata. Acuna. Alright, come on now. Sal runs forward. Still going. That's been cleared. And they'll probably end up getting another one. As they're just going to be playing it around now, just waiting for the final whistle to go. But this has not been nice to watch. And how much time we've got to get 2 goals. 4 minutes. If we can get one now, then, but you know, time's gone quickly, and that's it. That's gonna be it. We lost 4-2. Yeah, there it is. Sporting in the final. We're out at the semi-finals, and yeah, not good enough. So open at the back. So open at the back. I'm really disappointed with that. So let's look at the competitions. Obviously, semi-final was a minimum, and we got there. Career got 9 goals on the way. Qualify for Euro Cup 2 was a basic for Bundesliga, and we're most likely, if we get one win in the next 2 games, then we will qualify for Europa League, the main Europa League. But we're going to need a miracle to get Cologne. If Cologne is realistic, so if both of these teams drop games, then I'll show the Cologne game. Otherwise, I'll just go to the end of season summary, and we'll talk about what's going to happen in season number 4, and what our second season is going to look like with Frankfurt. Sal's been our best player so far, and he looks keen on leaving, so we'll see what happens with there. We'll talk about sort of the end of season summary as well, but yeah, this is sort of where we're sort of going to finish. And yeah, if Cologne is feasible for us to get Champions League football, then I'll show it, but most likely not, and we'll probably go into the end of season summary. But that's going to be it for this episode. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe for future episodes, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video, and I'll see you next episode. Thank you.